All right. All right, 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 all right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to another stream. If you guys are new here, in the morning, we come in, we take a look at NQ price action. We see what happened during the overnight session, see what price can do going into that New York session. And then we give you guys a little rundown. So let's take a look here. And at night we come back, we take a look at what actually happened. We take a look at some stonks, anything that we see going to the upside or downside. I'm just gonna give you our little bias here. So let's take a look here. We typically start our analysis on the 4-hour. This is the NQU chart, so just be aware of that. All right, on the 4-hour. Where are we at? So looking on the 4-hour here, looks like price has swept the previous daily high here. So we sweep PDH and did not displace above it. Current 4-hour can close with a wick to the upside, and there is potential for an outside 4-hour, given that the previous candle has been swept and price is below the 50% of the previous candle's range here. So that is on the 4-hour, right? We're sweeping this high, we're displacing, we're getting below this previous 4-hour high, previous day high is being swept. There is this fair value gap on the downside. Let's highlight this one instead right there. This guy right there. All right, that's a potential area here for a bounce. Price does decide to reverse to the downside below the previous 4-hour low. The FVG on the downside at 36.71 25 to 36.28 25 would be a decent area to target for bounce watching. All right, let's take a looky here. Take a looky here on the hourly. Same thing. Hourly, like we said, price. Let's see, do we have any news today? No news today. No news today. Okay, but all right, we have what do we have on the hourly here? This was that consolidation yesterday that we were saying price does not reverse from consolidations, so therefore there we go, there's that following consolidation here, manipulation above right there, and now looking like there could be that potential reversal. Right, there's this hourly fair value gap that we were talking about yesterday that price could easily reverse from. Let's take a look at NQM as well. Let's take a look at the previous contract, because that can tell us as well, right? There's this liquidity sweep here. We are breaking a little bit above this consolidation there. There's this, right? There's that one. There's this fair value gap. So yeah, and we are, there's that previous monthly range. So that's previous monthly's. No, that's not the high. What am I looking at? That is previous monthly high. Okay. Yeah. Okay. NQU. Give me back NQU. Motherfucker. NQ. NQU 2026. There. Right? Okay. So we did break above the previous monthly high right there. So, and there's this. On the hourly, the thick black line. this monthly high. So we want to see how price is reacting around it. Continues to hold, and we can see the continuation to the upside, given that price is still above that 1550 EMA. Here we also have an FAG on the hourly. The price traded through FAG from this FAG is from 38.5275 to 37.8200. Trying to see if this gives back down and retraces this. You got a new hourly has opened up. New hourly candle was opened up and swept the previous low. The same draw. If price can get through the 50% of the previous hourly range, we will get an outside hour. If not, we will continue to the downside, where we could be watching for the previous day's 50%, just chilling right there at 30.553. All right, so if price decides to stay below like this and the 4 hour continues to the downside to that previous 4 hour low, we do have quite a bit of liquidity here. So let's outline that. There's this one matching up with -1. There's this pretty much -4, 2618, -1618. So this manipulation leg of the overnight is matching up with a bit of liquidities here on the downside. So that is where I'm saying this is where we could be watching these previous day mid right there, 553. We have this fair value gap up here. This overnight projection, we have this fair value gap there, and we have one above as well. So there's two fair value gaps, right, where price can either retrace a little bit higher into this one above, or this first 15-minute, which typically if you have like two fair value gaps that are close together, you're looking on a higher time frame. So 30-minute right there, we'll look for a potential retrace into that fair value gap and maybe continuation to the downside, right, like this, like that, right? If we are looking for a continuation to the downside. So on the 15-minute, downside, taking the London session as a manipulation leg, draw a projection that lines up the downside liquidity multiple points and can give us that confidence in shorts. Here we would watch retrace into the FEG above for price to reject continue to the downside from watch right there, right? So this is where we would watch that rejection. Tuesdays to trend our gap fill to opening price. So we're pretty much at opening right there, daily open. That's on the 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 5, what we have here. Let's pull out our daily plan. All right, our daily plan. We like to use this thing as it gives us a good overview of what price kind of did. It gives us a roadmap, right? So Asia session range. Yeah, that looks like a range. London session manipulation above. So Asia session or New York, we could be looking for a reversal here, right? So this is where we could look for the OTE of this leg, either retrace somewhere into here, continuation to the downside. So that's where I'm sitting at, right, for this one. All right, on the 5-minute, take a look here. 5-minute, looking at the daily plan. The daily plan and the overnight price action. See that we have something that looks like Asia consolidation, New York manipulation, and London manipulation. London manipulation and New York reversal. This is what we would be watching here from everything that we have gathered. Going into the New York Open, we can watch for that retrace, given that we have a rising fix, so we'll cool off into into the OT of the range created and rejection to the downside. Notice one thing, right? If price gets back through those 15-minute FVGs, or we get an outside hour, we can watch for a sweep of London session, and if price holds above it, we get a continuation to the upside, right? So that's what we got. That is our, oh my god, hold up, stretch, holy fuck. This is what we do in the mornings here. I mean, we're pretty close to that outside 4 hour. So going into that New York session, right, we're gonna watch for potential. So there's the sweep of the previous 4 hour low, previous hourly low is being swept right now. We can come back into this range, retest these areas, and then maybe even retest of that previous daily high breakout, because this would be pretty much in the OTE. And inside this fair value gap, and then continuation to the downside. Price is still is above the 1550 EMA, so that does give us that confidence that, okay, price still wants to continue to the upside for the most part. But we do also have a little bit of this downside here that we can come back and retest, like even into the OTE here, into those 618s, into that range would not be bad. On that, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Appreciate you. As always, go check us out on our website. That's www.papertrace.io. It's going to be in that corner. See what we're all about. See our track record. Check out our past streams. Go check us out on Twitter at The Paper Traders. Come hang out with us on these nightly streams, on these morning streams. Share them, like them. That's the best way to support us. We're not asking you to come join our community, but if you do, just know we're not giving out alerts. We're actually wanting you to come and learn how to trade. So if you want to learn how to trade, come hang out with us. We'll give you some knowledge. We'll give you some tips. Go check out Mr. Haste at Haste Beats. Get him to 3,000 followers. We're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway. 2,000 followers for me. I'll do my tracksuit reel. On that, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Love you. Appreciate you. We'll see ya. Peace out.